was chaos, honestly. Like that is the best way I can explain it. It is like nothing I have ever experienced before. Um, just pure chaos. So like you're on the roads. I think I saw maybe
Mm-hmm.
one set of traffic lights the whole time we were there. Um, and I think the speed limit is 120, but it seems to be a very loose
Guideline.
suggestion.
It's a guideline.
Um, and so yeah, and like so you have people literally like walking across the street from one side of the street to the other, but it's the freeway, and everyone around in cars or car adjacent vehicles is doing 120 plus. Like it was insane to me, especially being a little country boy from Perth. Like obviously we're very different to the rest of the country, where there's a reason why WA is called wait a while. But yeah, it was just absolutely insane. So I'm sure Parry will have a different interpretation. Being from Sydney, I'm sure he's more used to the chaos. But yeah, I was very outside of my element while I was there. Especially you're traveling from the airport to the hotel. And the only time the taxi driver or the bus driver takes his eyes off of his phone to look up at the road is because Google Maps has just told him he's going to need to turn up ahead. So he's looking to see which way he needs to turn. Like I preferred not to be looking at what
And
the
Parry?
driver was doing.
Look, chaos is the right word. Like, and I'm the poor sucker that was always in the front of whatever vehicle or taxi or Uber that we were taking, and my right leg had never hurt so much from pressing the brake.
Oh,
Like, but in saying that, like, the roads, they were generally, or the large roads, they had like 6 or 7 lanes, but there were always 9 or 10 or 11 cars across them lanes. So even the lane marking on the road was just, I don't know, a decoration, nothing that you really had to take seriously. Right. But in saying all that, like, they did have some sort of system to the chaotic way they drove. But I could never figure out what it was. Like, these guys used to have, toots. They'd press the horn once, twice, 3 times to say something. Indicators, well, that's just a
right.
decoration for the car. You don't use that, right? But you flash your lights and you toot your horn, right? And then somehow
So
everyone knows what
there's
you're
no
doing.
crashes then.
Like,
Well, see, I some
there's
or yeah.
there's no crashes. There's rubbing and
Rubbing's
nudging.
racing, so that's fine.
Well,
Yeah, there was not a car that I saw on the road that didn't have
a
a
rub.
ding or scratches or like a missing panel or a broken tail light.
I'm like, yeah, I couldn't find it. It's like, how'd you get here? I'm like, Uber. I'm like, is that safe? And I said, probably not. Oh, never. I think it was. I can't remember if you woke up then because I got in really late that day.
Yeah,
Yeah, do you remember?
yeah, yeah. I do remember. Yeah, but that was back in that was you're in the era of the wild west of para powerlifting
No,
in
I'm talking
Australia,
about.
Paulie.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah, but you come from the times where you guys would jump on go-karts in the
Yeah.
middle of a competition with the attitude of like, what's the worst that can happen? We end up in wheelchairs for the rest of our lives,
That's
and
true.
just go full send. So we have a little bit more adult supervision
Paulie,
these days.
Well, we had adult
Paulie, tell
supervision.
us
Yeah, it
about the
doesn't mean
go-karts.
any of us were the
What are they
adults.
talking about?
Oh well, I actually remember not being on them as much, but I remember being there. Just I think it was Lee Skinner and It might have been Willie. It was about 2010, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just going to the go-kart tracks on day off. I don't know if it was in between comp or after comp. And I actually found, talking about that, I was cleaning out the house the other day and I need to open it up. I found a DVD that Lee Skinner made from 2010 about one of those Malaysian trips. And it was mainly just the lifting and the touristy stuff. And I'm pretty sure that the go-karting is on there somewhere. Or something similar. So it was just I don't know, it was just a different time. I mean, we did lock down and not do things and stay recovered, but when we did trips, we just did stuff.
Because for me, that's always the highlight of traveling. Like I remember going around the Czech Republic, never quite knowing what I was eating, but it was always a version of pig, duck, gravy, and these really awesome dumplings. You,
I wish.
I'll let Parry go first. He is the food connoisseur.
Okay, what are we going to start with? Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Well, lunch and dinner were the same thing, really. So
Yeah.
it was either breakfast or other.
All right. So breakfast, they had a huge array of bread, some desserts like I don't know, I didn't touch them, but they were cakes. Then they had a cheese selection with some cold meats. And
Oh,
then you
hang
could
on,
get
just on the cold meats. So yeah, there was like a deli meat and cheese section. There was this strange, like it was a greyish white sort of meat. It's not something I'd ever seen in a deli section before.
Did you
And so
taste it?
I was yeah, of course, you know my rule. I'll try anything twice, once and never again. And so I tried it, and it tasted all right. It tasted similar to like a chicken loaf sort of deal, and it wasn't until about a week in that I heard someone else ask someone in the restaurant what it was, and they turned around and said pigeon. And I just immediately thought, oh, like you're fucking with the foreigners. Like surely it's not pigeon. But then when we went out on one of our outside trips and we were at a restaurant, there was pigeon burger on the menu, and so now I am fairly confident that what I ate was in fact pigeon.
so it was good.
Definitely, it was pigeon.
Pigeon's good, mate.
No, pigeon. It was pigeon.
Pigeon's
What
tasty.